Let's be real. Booking a flight feels like a gamble, doesn't it? You find a decent price, you wait a day to think about it, and poof, it's gone. Or worse, you book it, and then the next day it's $100 cheaper.
Oh, this is horrible.
It feels like the house always wins. Well, what if I told you that I have turned this whole game into a science? I have a 5-step strategy that I use to book every single flight, and it has saved me thousands. And today I'm giving away the entire playbook. We're covering everything from how to find the real best price to how you can get money back if the fare drops after you've already paid. By the end of this, you'll never overpay for a flight again. As someone who takes several flights a year, I had to learn how to stop lighting money on fire and start beating the airlines at their own game. This isn't about luck, it's about having a system. And the system I'm about to show you is the exact one I follow every single time, from the very first search to even after you have booked. This isn't about finding some mythical once-in-a-lifetime glitch fare. This is about creating your own deals consistently and reliably. It's about giving you the tools and the know-how to make smart choices so you can travel more for less. So if you want real travel strategies with zero fluff, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe for more tips just like this. Now, let's get into the playbook. All right, step 1. We're going to stop searching for flights and start analyzing them. I call this the Moneyball method, and our home stadium is Google Flights. Almost everyone uses it, but most people use it like a hammer. We're going to use it like a scalpel. Forget just plugging in your home city and your dream destination. The airline pricing algorithms are designed to pry on the kind of specific demand. Instead, we need to think like a data analyst. First up, the price graph and the date grid. When you click the date field, don't just pick the dates blindly. Look at those two little tabs, date grid and price graph. The date grid gives you a checkerboard of prices showing different departure and return combos. You can instantly see how shifting your trip by just a day or two could save you hundreds. The price graph shows you price trends over several months, which is amazing for long-range planning. It tells you the normal price for that route, so you know if what you are seeing is an actual deal or just business as usual. Second, the multi-airport search. Don't just search from your closest airport. In the destination and departure fields, you can plug in up to 7 airport codes separated by commas. Live in a big city? Search all local airports at once. Flying to London? Include Heathrow, Gatwick, and Stansted. You're casting a wider net, forcing the algorithm to show you options it would otherwise keep hidden. You can even compare flying into Paris versus London on the same search to see which hub has the better deal for your big flight across the pond. The goal here isn't to book right away. The goal is to gather intel. You're figuring out the cheapest possible price for your travel window. Once you have that number, you set a price alert. That track prices toggle is your new best friend. Let Google do the work for you. It'll shoot you an email when the price for your trip changes. This is a patient person's game. You're waiting for the price to drop to or below the baseline you already found. You're making a decision based on data, not desperation. Step 2 is where we tap into the power of being flexible. This is the flexible player play. Most people plan a trip by saying, I want to go to Rome from October 10th to October 17th. They have a fixed place and a fixed time. That is the most expensive way to travel because you have absolutely zero leverage. We're going to flip that script completely. Go to the Google Flights homepage and click on the Explore tool in the menu. This is, without a doubt, the most powerful and slept-on tool for finding cheap flights. Here's how to use it. You put in your departure airport, and then for the destination, leave it blank. Or you can type in a whole region like Europe or Caribbean. Then you can either select specific dates or, even better, choose flexible dates and look for a weekend, a week, or 2 weeks in the specific month. And what pops up is pure magic. Google shows you a map of the world with flight prices scattered everywhere. All of a sudden, you might see that a flight to Barcelona is half the price of that trip to Rome you were fixated on. Or you can fly to Dublin for less than a nice steak dinner. This tool breaks you out of the prison of having only one destination in mind and opens you up to an amazing world of options. It flips your mindset from where I have to go to where can I go for an amazing price. This is how you stumble upon incredible trips you never would have planned. It's perfect for those random long weekends or that empty week on your calendar. You lead with your budget, not a specific plan. This isn't just daydreaming. It's a core strategy to make sure you're always targeting the trips that give you the best bang for your buck. You let the deal decide your destination. Once you have found a great cash price using our first 2 steps, it's time for step 3. The Points Maximizer engine. This is where we figure out if we should pay with cash or if we can get an even better deal with credit card points or airline miles. I know this can feel complicated, so we're going to break it down with a simple 2-tool process. Our first tool is a site like seats.aero. After you find that perfect flight on Google Flights, you need to see if you can book it with points. Seats.aero is a search engine built for award travel. It's super fast and lets you search for award seats across almost 20 different airline programs at once. Instead of logging into United, then your Air Canada, then your British Airways account one by one, you get a bird's eye view in seconds. The free version shows you flights for the next 2 months, which is great for spontaneous trips. But just because you can book with points doesn't mean you should. This brings us to our second tool, a points calculator. I use an online one, but the math is simple. You're calculating your cents per point value. Here's the formula. Take the cash price of the flight, subtract the taxes and fees on the points ticket, and then divide that by the number of points required. For example, if a flight is $500 in cash or 25,000 points plus $50 in fees, the math is 500 minus 50 divided by 25,000 points. That gives you a value of 1.8 cents per point. Most experts agree that getting anything over 1.5 cents per point is a solid deal. If it's over 2 cents, it's a fantastic one. If it's below 1 cent, then you're better off just paying cash and saving your points for a trip where they'll be more valuable. This quick calculation is the firewall that stops you from ever wasting your hard-earned points on a bad redemption. Don't want to dwell on the math? Use the calculator available on Daily Drop website. They also have a very handy Transfer Partners cheat sheet that allows you to easily compare and track which bank points transfer to your favorite airlines and alliances and best transfer ratios for maximizing your rewards across all major programs. I'll put a link to the points calculator and the cheat sheet in the description box below. If you're finding these tips useful, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. We found our flight and checked the points value, but do not go anywhere. Step 5 is the one that completely changes how you book, and it's the strategy that can literally put money back in your pocket. Step 4 is less of a hack and more of a non-negotiable rule. I call it the direct booking shield. Always, and I mean always, book your flights directly on the airline's website. I know it can be tempted. You're on Google Flights, you see the price, and there's a link to book through some third-party site that you've never heard of that's $5 cheaper. Don't do it. That $5 you save today could cost you hundreds in time and money if literally anything goes wrong. Think of it this way. When you book directly, you have a relationship with that airline. If there's a delay, a cancellation, or a schedule change, you call the airline and they have to help you. You are their customer. When you book through an online travel agency or OTA, you have a contract with them. If your flight gets canceled and you call the airline, their first question is, who did you book with? The second they hear it was a third party, they'll tell you have to call them. Now you're stuck in a customer service ping pong match where the airline blaming the agency and the agency blaming the airline. I've seen people stranded at airports unable to rebook because the airline couldn't help them and the third party call center had a 6-hour wait. It's never worth the risk. Booking directly gives you control. It makes it easier to pick seats, make changes, and most importantly, get help when things go sideways. This step is your insurance policy. It's the defensive move that protects your whole trip. Don't let a tiny upfront savings cost you a fortune down the road. Book direct. And now for the step that ensures you never have that sinking feeling when your flight gets cheaper after you've already paid. This is the price drop protection play. Most people think that once you click purchase, the price is locked in for good. That's old news. Thanks to a few key rules, you can still save money. Your first line of defense is the 24-hour rule. In the US, for flights booked at least a week in advance, you can cancel your ticket for a full cash refund within 24 hours of booking, no questions asked. So, if you get buyer's remorse or see a sudden price drop the next morning, you can cancel and rebook. But the real game changer is this. Most US airlines have gotten rid of the change fees for main cabin fares and above. This is the key that unlocks this whole strategy. Here's how to use it. After you book your flight, keep that Google Flights price alert on for the exact itinerary you just booked. If you get an email alert that the price has dropped, you go to the airline's website, click Change Flight, and simply reselect the exact same flight you are already on. The airline will rebook you at the new lower price and issue you the difference, usually as a travel credit or voucher for a future flight. Now, what if I told you that I found a tool that does this for you without you having to log back into the airline's website and go through the process of changing the flight and face the possibility of the flight being sold out by the time you try to rebook at the lower price? Enter SkyKey. This is the tool that I'm most excited to share with you. Once you have booked the flight either via cash or points, upload your flight details onto SkyKey and let them monitor for any price drops instead of Google Flights. SkyKey saves you money when the price of your airline ticket drops after booking. SkyKey will automatically secure money, miles, and credits when the price drops and only charges you 25% of what they were able to save you. Friends, this is a no-brainer, since you're getting money back when you were not even expecting it, and you do not have to go around rebooking the flight at the lower price. SkyKey secures it for you without any changes to your flight details such as date, time, or even your seat selection. I recently booked an award flight from JFK to Lisbon on Delta. I added my flight details onto SkyKey and moved on with little expectations on any price drop since my one-way award flight had only cost me 42,500 miles plus $5.60 in taxes and fees to begin with. 4 months before my flight, I get an email from SkyKey notifying me that they were able to save me 6,800 points. I quickly checked my Delta account, and sure enough, I noticed 6,800 points added back to my Delta account. The value of the savings was $68, and SkyKey charged me 25% on that savings, putting $51 back in my pocket. Folks, this is a no-brainer. So if you want to avoid FOMO or purchase anxiety after you have secured a flight, sign up for SkyKey for free using my referral link below and add your booked flight information today. At the time of recording this video, SkyKey only monitors US-based airlines like Delta, United, etc. But I asked them if they will be adding international carriers, and I was told that they are working on it, so fingers crossed. Folks, this strategy closes the loop. It completely eliminates buyer's remorse. You can book your flight with total confidence, knowing that if a better price comes along tomorrow, next week, or next month, you have a system in place to capture that value. So, let's recap the full 5-step playbook. First, use the Moneyball method on Google Flights to find the true baseline price. Second, use the flexible flyer play with the Explore map to let the deals guide your travel planning. Third, run your options through the Points Maximizer engine to decide between cash or points. Use the handy tool offered by Daily Drop to see if you're getting good value for your points. Fourth, always protect yourself with the direct booking shield and book directly with the airline. And fifth, guarantee the lowest price with the price drop protection play using SkyKey. Now you have a complete system to stop gambling and start flying smarter. This isn't about hoping you find a deal. It's about systematically making your own. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these steps was the biggest eye-opener for you. Thanks for watching and safe travels.